So I think it's just important that we look at some of the messages that people leave in the comments section because they always interesting to say the least. I want to read this one out. It goes, what happens when you focus only on your own path? I'm currently watching a show where there are two characters who are best friends. One of them is going through a messy divorce. The other one finds out that his wife is cheating on him. They both end up meeting a woman in a bar, both of them hit on her. She ends up choosing the friend. The one whose wife is cheating on him gets so angry that he punches his friend in the face. And the narrator says, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. My question is, what happens when you focus only on your own path? Do you ever have the right to do whatever you want whenever you want without considering how it affects others? Like the whole, do as I say, not as I do thing. I mean, doesn't that breed resentment? Hypocrisy much? What do you think? Okay, let me get this straight. So your buddy's going through a divorce, okay? And your buddy's wife is cheating on him. Okay? And then you both meet this woman in a bar and she's a beautiful woman, right? You're both single. Why not? But the point is that one guy decides to just go for it and the other guy is like, whoa, wait a minute, my friend's wife is cheating on him. I can't believe he would actually go for it. And so he punches his friend in the face. Now the narrator is saying, well, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But the person who wrote the message is saying, when you only focus on your own path, is it ever okay to do what you want without thinking about how it affects others? And the answer is no. It's never okay to do what you want without thinking about how it affects others. Now, this particular situation, the guy whose wife was cheating on him, should he have been punched in the face? No. Should the other guy have resisted the urge to punch him in the face? Yes. But why? Because of the golden rule. We always want to consider how our actions affect others. And if we don't, there will be resentment. And so this idea that, oh, do as I say, not as I do, is the height of hypocrisy. In fact, it's the height of stupidity. Why? Because what you do, you will eventually have to live with. And if you live long enough, sooner or later the chickens will come home to roost. But here's the problem. So many people, when they see someone else doing something that they themselves want to do, they feel justified in doing it because the other person is doing it too. Well, everyone's doing it, so why shouldn't I? Well, here's the difference between being an adult and being a child. A child will look at other children doing something and say, yeah, I want to do that too. An adult looks at other adults doing something and says, I probably shouldn't be doing that. There's a huge difference between being an adult and being a child. And so the idea that somehow focusing only on your own path justifies anything you do, even doing harm to another person, is nonsense. Now, yes, we all make mistakes. Yes, we all have slip-ups. And yes, we all sometimes just need to forgive ourselves because we're only human. But this idea that you should just do whatever you want whenever you want without considering how it affects others is ridiculous. Here's the problem with that. When you start focusing only on your own path, then you become the very thing that you hate most. Let me explain. Let's say that you hate hypocrisy. If you hate hypocrisy and you start focusing only on your own path, then you're being hypocritical because now you're doing exactly what you said you wouldn't do, which is to consider only your own path. Or let's say that you value honesty. And so you tell your partner, I value honesty. If you ever cheat on me, I will never forgive you. Then you find out that your partner has cheated on you. And instead of saying, you know what, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm gonna forgive you because I value honesty, what do? You focus only on your own path and you say, well, I'm not ever gonna forgive you. So by focusing only on your own path, you become the very thing that you hate the most. So the next time you're tempted to say, well, I'm just focusing on my own path, ask yourself, is this the kind of person that I want to be? Is this the kind of person that I want my friends and my family and my partner to be? And the answer had better be yes, because otherwise you're not focusing on your own path. You're actually focusing on the person you want to be.